Ava was living the corporate dream. She had always been ambitious, driven by a desire to succeed and make a name for herself in the competitive world of business. From a young age, she had set her sights on climbing the corporate ladder, and she was well on her way. Top of her class, fast-track promotions, and a corner office with a view. Her colleagues admired her, and her superiors saw her as a rising star. She was the epitome of success, the one everyone looked up to. Her days were long, fueled by endless cups of coffee and the pressure to exceed expectations. She thrived on the adrenaline, the constant push to do better, to be better. Each day was a new challenge, a new opportunity to prove herself. She was good at her job, very good. Her presentations were flawless, her strategies innovative. She had a knack for turning challenges into opportunities, and her team respected her for it. But the higher she climbed, the more something felt off. The initial thrill of success began to wane, replaced by a growing sense of unease. She started to question if this was truly what she wanted. The workload intensified, her to-do list seemed to grow exponentially. No matter how much she accomplished, there was always more to do. The demands were relentless and the pressure was unyielding. Weekends were no longer for relaxation, but for catching up on work emails and prepping for Monday morning meetings. The lines between her personal and professional life blurred, leaving little room for anything else. Ava was successful, but at what cost? She had achieved everything she had set out to do, but the price was steep. She was constantly tired, her energy drained by the never-ending demands of her job. She was exhausted, stressed, and starting to feel deeply unfulfilled. The passion that had once driven her was fading, replaced by a sense of emptiness. She began to wonder if this was all there was to life. The joy she once felt for her work was replaced by a dull ache of monotony. The excitement of new challenges had given way to a routine that felt more like a grind. She found herself going through the motions, her enthusiasm waning. The passion she had for her career was fading, replaced by the overwhelming feeling of being trapped on a never-ending treadmill. She felt like she was running in place, expending all her energy but getting nowhere. Ava was starting to realize that this wasn't just a challenging phase, it was a sign that something had to change. She needed to find a way to reclaim her life, to rediscover the joy and passion that had once fueled her. It was time to take a step back and reevaluate what truly mattered to her. The corporate dream had become a nightmare, and she knew she couldn't continue down this path. It was time for a new direction, a new beginning. The boardroom felt airless, the air thick with expectation and tension. Ava sat across from her supervisor, the familiar script of the annual review playing out as usual. Praise for her dedication, acknowledgement of her achievements, and then came the inevitable areas for improvement. But this time something was different. The words seemed to echo in her ears. Each suggestion felt like a harsh criticism. Ava's carefully constructed facade crumbled. Tears welled in her eyes, blurring the lines of the performance review in front of her. She tried to speak, to regain her composure, but the words wouldn't come out. Overwhelmed with a wave of exhaustion and a deep sense of disillusionment, Ava broke down completely. Years of pent-up stress, the constant pressure to perform, and the nagging feeling that she was living someone else's dream came crashing down. This wasn't just a bad day at the office, it was a significant wake-up call. Ava knew she couldn't keep living like this anymore. Ava took a week off, not for a vacation, not really. She needed space, time to breathe and to silence the noise in her head. The constant hum of corporate life was replaced by an unfamiliar quiet. In the stillness, Ava began to ask herself the questions she had been avoiding. What made her happy? What were her true passions? What kind of life did she envision for herself? The answers weren't immediately clear. For so long, Ava had defined herself by her job title, her success measured by metrics and performance reviews. Now, stripped of those external validations, she felt lost. But within the uncertainty, there was a glimmer of hope. The week, initially meant for rest, became a journey of self-discovery. Ava started journaling, exploring her interests and revisiting long-forgotten dreams. She realized that true fulfillment wasn't found in climbing the corporate ladder, but in pursuing a life that aligned with her values and passions. The realization was both liberating and terrifying. Ava had always known that she wanted more out of life, but the moment she truly acknowledged it, a wave of fear and excitement washed over her. It was as if she was standing on the edge of a cliff. ready to leap into the unknown. Ava knew she couldn't just walk away from her job without a plan. The stability of her current position was a safety net she couldn't afford to lose without careful consideration. She spent countless nights at her desk, mapping out potential paths and weighing the risks and rewards of each decision. Financial security was paramount. It was the key to unlocking her freedom. Without a solid financial foundation, her dreams would remain just that, dreams. She meticulously organized her financial documents, scrutinizing every detail to ensure she had a clear picture of her current situation. She dove headfirst into the world of personal finance, devouring books, listening to podcasts, and educating herself on budgeting, saving. Ava became a sponge, absorbing every piece of information she could find. She knew that knowledge was power, and the more she learned, the more control she would have over her future. Ava started tracking her expenses, meticulously cutting down on unnecessary spending. She used apps to monitor her spending habits and created a budget that prioritized her long-term goals over short-term pleasures. Every dollar was a step closer to her dream. She discovered the power of mindful consumption, choosing experiences over material possessions. Ava found joy in simple activities like hiking and cooking, realizing that true happiness didn't come from buying things, but from living a life aligned with her values. The more she learned, the more empowered she felt. Each new piece of knowledge was a building block, constructing a path toward her ultimate goal. Ava's confidence grew with every milestone she achieved, and she began to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Financial independence wasn't just about money, it was about having the freedom to make choices that aligned with her values. Ava created a vision board filled with images and quotes that represented her dreams. It served as a daily reminder of what she was working towards and kept her motivated during challenging times. Ava knew she needed to create multiple streams. Relying on a single source of income was too risky, and she wanted to ensure her financial stability no matter what. She brainstormed ideas, exploring various side projects that could supplement her earnings. She revisited her skills and passions, searching for a way to monetize her talents. Whether it was painting, baking, or writing, Ava believed that her hobbies could become profitable ventures. She started testing the waters and gradually building her side businesses. The corporate world had taught her valuable skills: project management, communication, and strategic thinking. Skills that were not only useful in her current job, but could be leveraged in her entrepreneurial pursuits. She realized that her experience in the corporate world was an asset, not a hindrance. Skills that could be applied elsewhere in environments where she had more control and freedom. Ava began to network with like-minded, attending events and workshops to expand her knowledge and connections. She knew that building a strong support system was crucial for her success, skills that could help her build a future on her own terms. Ava's journey was just beginning, but with each step she felt more confident and capable. She was unchaining her dreams, one deliberate action, and the future looked brighter than ever. The answer came in the form of a long-forgotten passion: writing. As a child, Ava had dreamt of becoming an author, her imagination running wild with stories waiting to be told. She would spend hours lost in the pages of her favorite books, her mind weaving intricate tales of adventure and wonder. Her journals were filled with sketches and snippets of stories, each one a testament to her boundless creativity. Life, as it often does, had taken her on a different path. The demands of adulthood, the pursuit of a stable career, and the pressures of the corporate world had gradually pushed her childhood dreams to the background. Ava found herself climbing the corporate ladder, her days consumed by meetings, deadlines, and the relentless hustle of the 9-to-5 grind. The spark of creativity burned so brightly within her had dimmed, overshadowed by the weight of responsibility. But now the embers of that childhood dream rekindled, burning brighter than ever. It was as if a dormant part of her soul had been awakened, urging her to pick up the pen once more. The act of writing became a sanctuary, a place where she could escape the chaos of her daily life and reconnect with herself. Each word she wrote was a step towards reclaiming her passion, a reminder of the dreams she had once held dear. Ava started small, writing in her free time, pouring her thoughts and experiences into blog posts. She would wake up early, savoring the quiet moments before the world stirred, and let her thoughts flow onto the page. Her blog became a canvas for her emotions, a place where she could explore her journey and let her thoughts flow onto the page. Her blog became a canvas for her emotions, a place where she could explore her journey and let her thoughts flow onto the page, her struggles with burnout and her quest for a more fulfilling life. Each post was a piece of her heart, shared with the world in the hopes that it might resonate with someone else. She wrote about her journey, her struggles with burnout, and her quest for a more fulfilling life. Her words were raw and honest, a reflection of the highs and lows she had experienced. She spoke of the moments of doubt, the times when she questioned her path, and the small victories that kept her going. Her blog became a chronicle of her transformation, a testament to the power of following one's passion. Her words resonated with those feeling trapped in the corporate grind. Readers from all walks of life found solace in her stories, their own struggles mirrored in her experiences. Ava's blog became a beacon of hope, a reminder that it was never too late to pursue one's dreams. The comments section filled with messages of gratitude and encouragement, each one a testament to the impact of her words, particularly those feeling trapped in the corporate grind. Readers from started as a creative outlet quickly blossomed into something more. The positive feedback and growing readership fueled her passion, inspiring her to take her writing to new heights. Ava realized that her words had the power to inspire and uplift, to create connections and foster a sense of community. She began to see her writing not just as a personal endeavor, but as a way to make a difference in the lives of others. Ava launched a YouTube channel, sharing her story and insights with a wider audience. She stepped in front of the camera with a mix of excitement and nervousness, ready to share her journey in a new format. Her videos were an extension of her blog, a place where she could speak candidly about her experiences and offer practical advice. She spoke of the challenges she faced, the lessons she learned, and the strategies she used to navigate the complexities of life. She spoke candidly about her experiences, offering practical tips on personal finance, side hustles, and finding purpose beyond the traditional 9-to-5. Her videos covered a range of from budgeting and saving to exploring new career opportunities and pursuing passion projects. Ava's authenticity and relatability shone through, her genuine desire to help others evident in every word she spoke. Her authenticity resonated, vulnerability creating a community of like-minded individuals seeking a more meaningful existence. Viewers from around the world connected with her story, finding inspiration in her journey and courage in her honesty. Ava's YouTube channel became a hub of support and encouragement, a place where people could come together to share their own experiences and find solace in the knowledge that they were not alone. Her passion had ignited a movement, one that celebrated the pursuit of dreams and the power